This is all about French country. It focuses on nature and natural elements, but with a whitewashed, wood, and also that very light neutral color palette. So this is very light and bright and airy, but also not overly fussy, which is what I love about this look. So there are 3 distinct characteristics that make up this look. Softly patterned fabrics in very muted colors, distressed, painted, and vintage furniture, and lots of woods and other natural materials. So you'll find that the colors in this look are definitely on the warmer side. So think of soft yellows, warm pinks, baby blues, and even some cream and white as well. So let's talk about the fabrics. This is a very traditional pattern that you will see used quite often in French country looks. It is usually printed on a cotton or a linen fabric, and it can be used for upholstery, for drapes, for bedding, you name it, tablecloths, wallpaper, everything. I've even seen that print on, like plates and different things. So it's a very typical, not even just fabric, it's the print that you see most common in this look. And one of the great things about this particular pattern is it can be paired with a lot of other patterns. So it's interesting because although it is a busier pattern, because of the way that it's done, it does work really well when you combine it with stripes, plaids, checks, ginghams, and even small florals. It is based around comfort and style, but you will definitely see a lot of upholstered seating, and there's a lot of, soft and cozy cushions. So here you can add in, more pillows, more comfort. It's definitely not something where it's too rigid or too formal. A lot of time your furniture pieces like your tables and your sideboards or your cabinetry, you'll find it's almost distressed or painted or whitewashed. Like you see a lot of that in this look. And I think where people got modern farmhouse or the farmhouse look confused with French country was that it uses a lot of that too. But one thing with French country is it's a lot more muted across the board. Like you don't get as many hits of bold colors, where I feel like in farmhouse you might not always, but there's definitely a good distinction between the two. And I'll try to show you an example of a modern farmhouse versus a French country, and then you'll really see how it's incorporated differently. A little tip on getting this look is, something like wrought iron or a rustic metal accents and accessories paired with distressed French country furniture is a really nice juxtaposition that you will see in this look. Now, from an architectural standpoint, the most popular elements of this look traditionally exposed wood ceiling beams, which is, I feel like a lot of people like that look. If you happen to have it, this is great for that look. Natural stone, wood, or brick floors, and that weathered, aged appearance. Now, one of the things I need to point out that's really key to defining French country from especially a modern farmhouse, because I feel like this is where people really get confused with the two looks, is that French country will infuse some elegance into it. And what I mean by that is that refined elegance. So some of the chairs, for example, with some of the more ornate details, but in a whitewash with then like a linen covering, that's more French country, and you wouldn't really see that in a modern farmhouse look. And that's a really distinct difference between the two looks as well. French country definitely has a more feminine-like quality to it, so that's a really key element. So some of the accessories that you want to bring into French country, because in this look you can accessorize quite a bit. So popular choices are things like throws and cushions, and then things with noticeable patterns on it like we just talked about. Choosing some botanical themes within your prints and fabrics is really a key element of this look. And you can bring that through, curtains, bed sheets, cushions, a lot of different ways that you can actually bring this into your space. I also feel like you see a lot of lavender, or baby's breath is another one that you'll see some of, in your decor pieces. Mirrors go a long way in the French country look. And again, it's more of that filigree, more of that kind of what you picture as traditional, a gilded frame. And whether you do it in like a gold or a distressed painted look, either way, using mirrors in this space really is excellent for the decor and the look of the space. and it helps keep that light, bright airiness, which is a really big factor of this look as well.